Oh God, I don't know what I look like on your screen you're watching this on, but right now, whew, girl, you don't look good. Hey Fruit Bats, welcome back to my channel, or if you're brand new here, hi, I'm Victoria and I'm a makeup artist. So in today's video, I took a request from you guys for a chit chat getting ready with me, and that's what we have. It's probably very long, and it is over this look. So if you're interested in seeing how I put this together and me using some new products or products you don't see me use very often on my channel, please keep watching. Let's get in. Let's get started. I've pulled some things to use that I either haven't used in a very long time or ever in a video, and I have forced myself to put Warm Soul from MAC, my favorite blush ever of life, away at least for a couple of videos, because I have so many pretty blushes and I never use them. I seriously think last year I used like 3 different blushes on my channel, and that's annoying. So I'm going to try to be better about that, because it's not fair. So anyway, let's get going. Let's do some complex primer. We're going to use 2. I've pulled this back out, probably because I've been loving this so much that I'm like, wait. There's another stick primer that I'm obsessed with. This is Benefit's Stay Flawless 15-hour primer. I feel like 5 people on YouTube have spoken about this, and nobody fucking uses it, which is so annoying because it's really good. And I probably need to use mine up because I've had it open for quite a while. So I'm just going to put this right here in the center of my face. You don't need a lot. And then I like to just pat it out. This just works so well for the nose. Makeup doesn't usually break up on my nose, but my nose is really runny these days because of my allergies. So, I mean, yes, makeup falls off of my nose because I'm constantly like, blowing it and there's constantly like snot dripping out of it, which is a really good visual. Okay, so then I'm going to go through with my Milk Cooling Water Stick. I hope you guys don't get tired of seeing this in videos, because I honestly am obsessed with this primer. It's actually a skincare piece, but I use it as a primer because it's just, there's never been a primer really that's just worked like this so well on my skin. And to activate that and to get the blood flowing, circulating in my face, I just like to, I'm not slapping myself, I'm taking 2 fingers, these 2, and I just tap it and it activates it, and I swear to God, like, makeup does not come off. It's fantastic. When it starts feeling like really like you're almost like pulling your hand away and your like face is coming with you, it's ready to go. Yes, I pulled this foundation out because I haven't used this in a hot moment. We're going to use the Benefit Hello Flawless Oxygen Wow Foundation. I have beige and honey. I'm not sure what's going to match me right now. Might have to do both. Honey is usually a great one. If you've never tried this foundation, the shade range is shitty, okay? If you don't have noticeably warm undertones to your skin, it's not going to work for you. If you're very fair, it's not going to work for you. If you're richer in complexion, if you are like deep in any way, shape, or form, this isn't going to work for you. But if you are like, you know, the 35% of people that this foundation works for, it's gorgeous on the skin. That's one thing I really dislike about Benefit, is that they really only cater to medium to tan people. They cut off both ends, if you're fair or if you're deep. They really don't have the things for you. Maybe some things, but not everything. And I don't like that. I just poked myself with my nail. Coverage on this foundation is light, buildable. So it starts off, it goes on very light coverage. It can be built up to like a medium high coverage, which that's great. I have just a light coverage on everywhere right now. And then I have a couple of like just leftover little breakouts. I'm going to put just a little bit more foundation there. Do you guys want to hear some real shit? So probably 30 minutes ago, okay, I left to get the mail and to see if something came that I'm doing a sponsored video for, so I could like get a leg up on that today, and of course it didn't come. So I was like, you know what, I think I'm gonna go to Walgreens and get some more L'Oreal True Match, because I really love that foundation just for day to day. It's great. It's matching me really well right now in 5 Warm, 5W, and I'm out. And it's nice to travel with because it's a tiny, 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 tiny little bottle. It's just like, I've just been like loving it again. And so I went to Walgreens, walked in, and like I know the whole point of like Walgreens and Rite Aid is that it's like the price of convenience. Everything's more money there. I know that. But I walked in, and in Andover, fucking Kansas, L'Oreal True Match Foundation is $13.49. I was like, are you fucking kidding me? No ma'am, no way. I was just like, I was expecting it to be like $1, maybe $2 more, so maybe it would be like $8 or $9, which I would like, you know, that's fine. But $13.50? Are you fucking kidding me? I walked out of that Walgreens so fast, I was just like, no, absolutely not. And I didn't feel like driving all the way to Target, so that's why I didn't get it. But I was just like, holy shit. I don't shop at Walmart or Sam's or anything but the Walton Zone. I don't shop there because I don't support them. But I know that like at Walmart, just from like going in there, if my mom or like, you know, my mom doesn't really shop there either, but like if I'm in there with someone, I know from being in there that L'Oreal True Match is like maybe $5.99, maybe $6.99. It's not $13.50. I'm just like, that is just astronomical. It's just ridiculous. So I just had to share that experience because I was like, honestly, I was offended. I was like, you've got to be fucking kidding me. I'm not almost paying $15 for L'Oreal True Match by the time you get tax and everything in. Whew, it was crazy. Some color corrector. This is the Algenist color corrector in apricot, orange, apricot. It's almost out, but you know I'm not going to like let me go to waste, so I'll keep using it until it's very, very gone. A lot of you have told me and like left me comments and stuff, or even sent me pictures of your under eyes for me to help you on Instagram with like what kind of corrector you should be using. And I've even told a lot of you like you probably don't need a corrector. And then a lot of you are like, well then why do you always use one? And the reason I always use one is because if I don't, the color that my under eye circles are, no matter how much sleep I get, no matter how expensive the eye cream is I'm using, they're there. And they have been since I was very young. They're hereditary. So for me, if I don't use a color corrector, it makes a world of difference. My concealer doesn't look good at all. And for some of you, your under eye circles aren't that bad. They're, you know, a little bit of darkness that a, you know, full coverage concealer will take care of. So, yes, I always do under eye corrector, but that doesn't mean you have to, you know? I feel like you know if you need to, if you put on your concealer and everything and you feel like your under eyes are still kind of like gray or dark, then you probably need one. There are plenty of people I watch on YouTube that don't use under eye correctors, and they don't need to because their darkness isn't that bad. I'm going to add just a little bit of concealer to this mama right here. You can't see it on camera, I'm sure, but I can see it. It's just a little scab. But he's been hanging out. He's really taking his sweet time to heal completely. So I'm just gonna do a little bit of concealer. That was the Born This Way concealer, by the way, which I hate under my eyes, but I like it for blemishes. I'm going to use Smashbox Studio Skin 24-Hour Waterproof Concealer in the shade Light Medium. And this isn't my favorite, you guys know, but it's good. And I'm trying to switch it up and use some different things on my channel, because I almost feel like I've gotten into like a little bit of a rut of using like the same or very similar products always. And that's not the point of making YouTube videos. This is a very nice concealer. I just prefer the creaminess of the Anastasia or the Kevyn Aucoin one. But this coverage is fabulous. So you guys know the drill. First we set our under eye with a very thin amount of powder, just setting it all in place. And then we go back through with the majority of the powder. And this is when we bake. I'm not doing like a super heavy bake today. I know looking at me on camera right now you're like, are you sure, bitch? But I'm not going like ultra diva is a female version of a hustler today. I'm just doing like, you know, like baby drag. I'm just setting where I had those little spots, so this kind of area. And then I'm also going to set a little bit on my forehead. And that's it. I don't need to set anywhere else. I'm kind of dry. I just need to set those concealers and things in place because I don't want it to go anywhere during my day. Okay, let's do some bronzer. I don't have a new bronzer to open and use right now. Well, I do, but I'm one of those people that I don't like opening new products until I've finished with another one, because like I just have, then I end up having like 9 bronzers open and like only one face. Do you know? And bronzer is just one of those things like I'm going to use it, so it doesn't really matter what it is. Do you know what I mean? I think some of you maybe do. This is Makeup Forever Pro Bronze Fusion. Color, of course, is rubbed off on the bottom because that's how they always do. It's the matte one though, and it looks like that. This is probably the deeper of the 2 matte ones, if I'm being honest. If I had to guess, I'd say it's the deeper. See, now, I just barely put any on my face. In the camera, it looks like I just beat myself with the bronzer, but in real life, it literally looks like nothing. Like, you can't even tell that I have bronzer on in real life. I don't understand. I don't understand at all. Like, I'm sure on camera that looks like I've punched myself in the face with the bronzer. But it's just not the case. I don't know why cameras do that. It does it on my vlogging camera as well. Cool. And I blend back into my hairline because this is the color of my hair, and I can. I've said this many times. But being able to do this with your bronzer is like, if that's not incentive enough for you to not have blonde hair, like, I don't know, man. If I had to be careful about my hairline because of bronzer, I would dye my hair so fast. Oh, I do have this. I did just get this in BoxyCharm. I'm going to open this. Pure Mineral Glow Bronzing Poudre Powder. This looked so pretty. Look at that. It has a bit of a glow to it. So, I I think when I swatched this it was very dewy looking. Let's go ahead and do some soap for my eyebrows so those can set for a long while we contemplate the rest of our makeup. I asked you all, do you prefer voiceover getting ready with me's or do you prefer live chatting ones? And it was like an 80-20, man. Like 8 out of 10 of you said you preferred when I sit here and just like bumble and do it just from my mind, you know? And I was like, no shit. As we're going into spring, leave things you want me to do down below, like videos and things, makeups, colors, products you want me to use. Leave those all down below, because I do them. After I film this video, I'm filming another video that someone requested on Twitter, because they requested it. So, leave what you want for me to see. I do what you guys ask for, most of the time. So this is another thing. I have not been using eyeshadow primer in my day-to-day life, which is very, I never thought I would be that person. But I've just been putting a little bit of color corrector on the very inner corner of my eye where it's dark, because it's dark on the lid as well. And then I've been taking my concealer and just kind of bringing it up a little bit and then blending that backwards and letting it sit. And then, like, yes, it does crease, but then I go to take my bake away, as always, using my dim light from Hourglass. Can't live without this powder. And I just set that lid with dim light, and it's perfect. So, I don't know, maybe my eyelids are drier than they used to be. Some blush. That's how Miranda sings, with some blush. Love her. So this is NYX HDB 13 Rose Gold. This looks very pretty. Never used it, so let's do it. Now, if my past experiences with these blushes are anything of an indication, these little square NYX blushes with the bow in the front are very pigmented. And they're like, I mean, yeah. One touch with my brush, and I know you can see all that powder, so you don't want to go in here with a lot of product. Like, you do not ever rub your brush in these. Like, tap it one time and then shake off the excess, because it's just a lot. Let's highlight first. I'm getting ahead of myself. If this was like a video where I was like doing a voiceover, I would have just pretended that that never happened. Okay, I pulled out from the archives. These are so good. I can't believe I haven't used these in like since October. The ABH glow kits. I've been re-inspired to pull these out because Nicole's glow kit is coming out very soon, and I'm so fucking excited for it. I'm a huge Nicole Guerrero fan, and I think her glow kit looks stunning, so I'm very excited for it. I'm going to use Sun Dipped. I don't know if you can get it anymore, honestly, but use whatever highlighters you want. This isn't really, I'm not really teaching you guys how to do a look today, I'm just doing my makeup, so that's also why I feel like I can use this. So I'm literally going to mix Summer with Tourmaline, with Moonstone, with Bronzed. Mixing them all together. Give that a good old tap. Yes, ma'am. I really hope the Nicole glow kit is fabulous, because the glow kit that they released for Christmas, the like ultimate glow kit, was the shittiest product Anastasia has ever released. Ever. Shittier than their first edition of their liquid lipsticks. Like, it was bad. because it was like really hard and like waxy, and you would just like dig your finger into it and rub it and rub it and rub it, and you would get like no color, and it would just all be silver or gold glitter. That's all you got. You didn't get a soft sheen. You didn't get a killer glow. You just got glitter, and it was so disappointing because they had never released highlighters with that texture before, and I was just like, what the fuck are they doing? So I really hope, since this is the first glow kit since those, I really hope it's awesome. And I know I put way too much highlighter on, but I like it. That's what I like. If you don't like highlighter, or if you're oily and you are screaming at your computer or your phone right now because of how much highlighter I've put on, guess what, fam? I'm not oily. I can wear this much highlighter. So can you. Even if you're oily, you can wear this much highlighter. Because I take my highlighter down to the apples of my cheeks, as you can see, because I like this area to be very full and I like it to come forward on my face. Because big cheeks are a sign of youthfulness, and I am all about the youthful look. That is really pretty. This is usually not a color that your girl fucks with, but I like it. For some extra fun, I pulled out Peach Party. I still don't know if this is called Peach Party or Apricot Jam from Soap and Glory. I still don't know. Because on the front it says Peach Party. On the back it says Apricot Jam. So the world may never know what this is called. But it's a mosaic wheel. Looks like that. This is very pigmented, so do not go in hard with this one either. And we're just going to put that swirling right on the cheek. I'm kind of bummed that this palette doesn't print the names of the shadows on the packaging, or on the back even. They're nowhere. So I don't know if these don't have names. I don't know if they do have names, what they're called. If they were on the little plastic slip or on the box that this came in, I don't save those. There's just like no way. I used to. Do you guys remember? Do some of you remember when I used to be like obsessed with saving all of like the plastic inserts on things? Long gone are the days. So I actually think I want to do a pretty simple look with this palette today. I don't want to do like too much, like too dark, but I want it to be really smoky, but like a lighter smoky eye. So I'm taking this color in the crease, literally inner corner to outer corner. Big motions, man. Let's just do it. My favorite Sephora brush, actually my favorite brush ever of all time that they've discontinued, which that's why I don't mention it in videos anymore, because they've discontinued it and I'm so fucking upset about that. But you know, anytime Sephora discontinues a brush, it's usually to change it and make it better. I don't know how you can improve upon this brush. I really don't. And that's not even me trying to be funny. Like, this is amazing. But, you know, as soon as they come out with something new that's like the replacement of this brush, I will purchase it and I'll show it to you guys, because this is truly my favorite brush of all time. It's the Pro Crease number 10. Some of you guys have like tweeted me and like messaged me and said like, I found one randomly at my Sephora, and I'm like, oh, that's cool. This brush is broke. It's fine, it was $1 or $1.50 at IMATS, but I'll fix it because it's a real goat hair brush. It's just not bonded very well. I'll fix it. Anyway, you'll message me and be like, I found a Pro 10, and I'm like, I hope you bought it because that shit's amazing. Okay, now we're gonna go next door. We're gonna use the one right next to it. Again, I'm still holding it upside down, so this is the third one from the left, or the second one from the right, whatever. And this one's like creme brulee from Makeup Geek, but a little darker, which I like. I don't know if they sell these individually, but I sure hope that they do, because I'm going to be pissed when I hit pan on these. Because this is such just a good all-around palette. I'm going to go in with this copper. These are so pretty and so soft. And I'm literally pressing it into my lid. Can you see, like, I'm not rubbing it, I'm stamping it and, like, moving it a little. The sparkly / metallic shadows from Juvia's have mineral oil in them, which I don't like in face products. Eye products, it doesn't bother me as much, because I like the finish of them. But because of that mineral oil, if you, like, go to blend it or wipe it, it takes all of the prettiness away from the shadow, and you're just ending up with, like, a wash of color instead of a statement. So when you're working with these, anything that's like the metallic or the sparkle, you have to really pat it on. Alright, I'm going to go back to this fluffier goat. And I'm just going to diffuse that edge. These are all very similar tones on my eyes, so you're not going to see like a really pronounced crease. You're not going to see like a clear transition. You're not going to see like a big difference from the lid to the crease, except for texture. It's the only kind of difference you can see. Oh, I'm using the top row, this corner shadow. For me, that's like one thing I wish this palette had. I wish it had a really awesome, light, shimmery gold for a highlight color, because I like a pink and I like a beige, but like with something like this, I would prefer a more golden color. But I'm just trying to use one palette today, so I'm going to go back in with the copper. I'm going to diffuse that light color somewhat because I don't love it. I mean, I love the color. I don't love it with this look. Now we're going to do under the eye. I'm going to go grab... Ooh, let me use my real MAC 217. I only have 2 of these. The real ones. This one's my old one that I got when I was in high school. This brush is 10 years old. Easily. Oh, easily. Maybe 11. It's a very old brush. But if you take care of your brushes, you guys, they will last you forever. Okay, I'm going to go in with that lighter orangey color. Just under the eye. Just laying down something to blend later. And then we're going to go in with the color I'm going to hit pan on first in this palette. I like that. I want something just a little bit deeper for the outer edge. So I'm going to use this reddish browny kind of color. Just for the very outer, to kind of like ground that together. Yes, I love that. Hydrate. Okay, now let's do eyebrows. I think I dropped my little brow brush on the floor. Yes, I did. I'm going to use Real Techniques eyeliner brush. It is this tiny little angled brush, and I happen to love it for my eyebrows. I'm using my dip brow from ABH in Ebony. Look at this. Do you see that sizable hole in the bottom? That's so exciting. I've had this for 2 years and I feel like I'm never going to finish it. But I keep working. I keep working on it and I will get there someday. How did I fuck up my brow like that quickly? Wow. Wow. It's been a long damn time since I've had to go in with like a wipe to fix a brow problem. But it's okay. And as always, if you don't like the way I do my eyebrows, fam, that's cool. I probably don't like the way you do yours, but I don't care, and neither should you. That's why you have 2 eyebrows on your face, so you can do whatever you'd like with them. Okay, we definitely are going to have to carve the bottom of these today. I mean, I was going to anyway, but we definitely have to. I'm using my favorite concealer from ABH. Oh, I have 2.5 for reference. I know sometimes I like put it in the tutorials what color I'm using, and sometimes I don't, just because I'm like, does it matter? But lots of you are the same tone and shade as me, so might as well tell you. So I just take a tiny little bit of this and I scrape the sides, and I'm using a Morphe M165. This is my favorite brush to do this with. It's a very wide angled brush, and it's not all that angled. It's just like a tiny slight angle, but it's the most perfect brush to do this with. So I literally just go right under my brow, just like that. I'm going to take just a tiny bit more concealer. I'm going to do the other one. A very thin line. The thicker you get this, the less I like it, I should say. I just like to wipe that for tomorrow. And where's my little brush? You can do it with the same like angled brush. I usually just like to do it with either my finger or a pencil brush. This is a Crown C513, but whatever you have, like honestly the brush doesn't really matter. I'm just gonna take that my little brush one more time, and I just blend so there is just a fragment of product laying on top of that concealer, so it doesn't look so like blocky and like carved out. And I never carve out the top because the top of my brows are spiky and it would look weird, and I just don't like that look at all. So that's how I do that. Great. Ooh, let's do some mascara and stuff. If this looks absolutely terrifying, it kind of is. Don't do this if you don't have a very steady hand, and don't do this if your eye is very sensitive to things coming at it. And also do not get this dip brow in your eye because it kind of hurts. Not gonna lie. I have a couple of contenders. We're gonna do maybe Whirl. It's gonna be that one. I don't even need to swatch these, but I will. Touch of Spice. Ooh, I'm still so into this color. Touch of Spice is this one. It's the pinker of the two. Or Barely Brown. This one's too metallic. for what I'm wanting. Yeah, it's swirl. I want it to be just a little bit lighter in the center. So I'm going to use a little bit of Mana Kadar Rosette. Just like right in the very center. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching today. I hope you enjoyed. If you want to see more getting ready with me videos, make sure to give this video a thumbs up to let me know that you really enjoy the chit chat kind of getting ready with me. Also make sure to follow me on my other social medias because I'm constantly asking you guys what you want to see and for your input on videos and things like that. Also, do make sure to subscribe to this channel if you enjoyed me. Also, hit the bell notification so that you are not unsubscribed from my channel and so that every time I post a new video, you are the first in line to see it. Thank you guys so much for watching today. I hope you enjoyed and I hope you have a great day or night and I will see you in my next video. Bye.